Hi, my name is Rita Brent, and I can't wait to show you around my hometown of Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson is the city with soul. You'll see. Let's go.
Talking about my city.
There's only one major city in the world located directly over an extinct volcano. A volcano that hasn't erupted in 66 million years. But as it stands today, Jackson, Mississippi is on fire. Oh yeah, it's hot. Filled with rich history, entertainment, and unique cultural experiences you won't find anywhere else. We might as well start from the beginning, the very beginning. And believe it or not, this is it. The exact spot many scientists believe to be the peak of this extinct volcano. In the middle of the Mississippi Coliseum, where entertainment is always front and center. From the rodeo to concerts to Disney on Ice, the fact that our capital city was built right on top of a volcano is no coincidence. I'll tell you what, follow me. Let me show you what Jackson, Mississippi is all about. Money, 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 money. Money. That's right, money. That's what it takes to build a city, and that's still what it takes to keep one going. Back in 1929, Jackson had enough green coming in with all of our natural resources to not only build us up, but to keep us afloat during the Great Depression. I'm telling you, back in the day, this area used to be smoking hot. And with some of our most beautiful downtown buildings now having been renovated into upscale apartments, it still is. However, we know all the oil and money in the world doesn't make a place. If I had to say what Jackson's #1 natural resource is today, that's an easy answer. It's her people. You'll see. My good friend Annie has never been to Jackson. The Amtrak line that travels from New Orleans to Chicago is called the City of New Orleans, and its first major stop is in the heart of downtown Jackson. Yo, Annie!
Rita B, you're late.
Hey, no, I'm not late. I'm waiting on you.
Man, it's so good to see you.
Good to
How
see
are
you.
you?
I'm great.
Okay, so what's next?
I don't have any plans, and we're gonna play it by ear.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah. I am thirsty.
Are you? Okay, well, I can do something about that.
All right. Rita, a distillery?
Well, you said you were thirsty.
There you go.
Thank you.
So you want to take a tour?
Well, it depends. What happens on the tour?
Well, you get a little bit of history of Cathead, and you get a full-fledged tour of the entire distillery. And at the end, you get a tasting of the vodka.
Ooh. Cheers to Jackson.
Cheers.
You really should take advantage of that tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, you got it easy now.
The old man is right. Before 1966, it was illegal to buy whiskey anywhere in the state of Mississippi, and that left plenty of people in its capital city very, very thirsty. Folks had to go down to what they called the Gold Coast, meaning the banks of the muddy Pearl River, which winds its way through and around Jackson. It was wild. Bootleggers, ladies, juke joints, incredible musicians and entertainers, and plenty of customers. The moonshine was tight and the cash was flowing. But the man was still getting his share. There was even a state tax the bootleggers had to pay to stay in business. Oh, the irony. I would have been a great bootlegger. Just look at my business skills. We are lucky to be in a different era. Every downtown should have a top-notch distillery, and Cathead is definitely that. It is proud to be the state's first and oldest distillery. I am ever grateful to have been born long after 1966. To getting tipsy.
fun. So now where are we going?
Now we're gonna check out some authentic blues. It's gonna make you wanna dance.
Okay.
What you know about that?
Do these guys play together every week?
Yeah.
People?
Yeah, some of the members rotate, but a few of them are here every week, same guys.
So tell us, how long has the Central Mississippi Blues Society been going on?
It's been going on for about 13 years.
Wow.
We have a whole lot of foreign visitors and a lot of people that are in Jackson that are trying to make it. And a lot of them get seen, and you never know what happens.
A lot of people have gotten started in bands because they've come here and met other band members.
Bobby Rush is down here.
Yeah.
Dorothy Moore is down here.
Yeah.
Grady Champion is down here.
Yeah. JJ Tim.
Yeah.
Jackson is just oozing with talent.
We showcase blues artists and R&B artists and jazz artists and rap artists, spoken word artists. There is no age limit. Everybody is welcome here.
Would it be all right if I came one night and played
You
drums?
need to come up and play drums.
Safety first. There is no shortage of ride-sharing options in Jackson for when your fun is done. We also have a variety of hotels. Tonight, we're staying at the historical King Edward Hotel, built in 1923. It was renovated in 2009 into a Hilton Garden Inn. It's a great spot and so close to the action.
Well, good morning.
Rita, I'm hurting.
Blues got you down. Well, I got something else for you today.
Okay, what's up?
You ever heard of the boom?
The boom? What's the boom?
I'm gonna educate you. Come on, let's take a walk right this way.
Okay.
Nationally recognized marching band, the Sonic Boom of the South. If you ever have the chance to go to a Jackson State University football game, you should. Annie was lucky to be here for Blue and White Day, the spring scrimmage game. It is just the warm-up, but you can't be around this band and the JSU community and not have fun. Jackson State is a member of the Southeastern Athletic Conference and a thriving four-year university right next to downtown. And I am a proud alumni. Go Tigers! The home games are played at Memorial Stadium in the center of town.
There's a handoff to Johnson. Stiff arms. Johnson inside the 20. 15, 10, 5.
Between the game, the fans, and especially the halftime show, you'd think I'd be satisfied. But really, my favorite part of the JSU experience is the tailgating. And even for the springtime scrimmage, the tailgating is on. Us Jackson folks know how to do it up. You'll learn while hanging out with me, we don't ever suffer when it comes to spending time with friends and family, cooking up good food, and celebrating what we know and love. You do, however, sometimes run into dear friends who will call you out. I personally see that as a good thing.
Rita B.
Oh, Lord.
Rita.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fine. I haven't seen you in a while.
I know.
Haven't seen you in church.
I'm coming tomorrow. Y'all can come to church with me. I'm coming tomorrow.
It's Sunday morning in Jackson, and you know what that means. It's time for church. Fellowship can be found all around town, but it's Jackson's deep roots to gospel music that can make any given Sunday a spectacular event. Time for me to get warmed up.
Me. I want
you to know that God is keeping me. God is keeping me. God is keeping me. It's Marva McKinley, my favorite gospel star.
Thank him.
God is keeping me. God is keeping me. Sing it. Being a member of the internationally renowned Mississippi Mass Choir, she always inspires. Not only do they travel the world spreading the gospel, they have hit after hit under Jackson's own legendary record label, Malico. Man, if I could only be a member. So what you think about church?
Church was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Like I said, I knew you could sing, but I didn't know you could sing.
Yes, now I'm hungry.
Me too. What you want to eat?
How about Big Apple Inn?
I'm cool with that. Pig ear sandwiches on me.
I don't know about that. What about the smoked sausage?
No, the pig ear sandwiches. You gotta try it.
Merck and I head over to the historic Fair Street district. This street has been the center of African American culture for over 100 years. My friend Gino Lee runs the classic Fair Street favorite, Big Apple Inn. Gino!
Rita, what's going on, baby? How are you?
What's going on? Hey, this is Merck.
What's going on? Merck, what's up, man? Welcome to the Big Apple.
Hey, thank you.
Man, if that grill could talk. Now this place is just filled with history.
All right. Y'all got all settled in?
Yes.
Everything good?
Yes.
Very much so.
Satisfied?
Yeah, I'm
Wasn't too hot for you, was it?
No.
Just a little bit of
Just a
spice
little
on
bit.
there.
You know, I was just telling Merck a little bit about Fair Street and all the wonderful history that lives on this street.
Let me tell you, Ferris Street is the street. In fact, it's often called Little Harlem. In fact, Ferris Street is the largest intact African American historic district in the United States.
Now, I heard that Medgar Evers used to work upstairs. Is that true?
He did. He did. That's neat. And the reason why, they say, his brother said the reason why he had his office down here when he was field secretary for the NAACP was because Ferris Street was safe. This was a place where African Americans could gather, and they felt safe on this street because it was all African American. You guys need to go see a friend of mine.
Who's that?
Pam Jr. at the Smith Robertson Museum.
Oh, I bet you've never been. Yeah, figures. I'm going to take him. I'm going to take him.
That's good. Rita,
Thank
come back
you.
to see us, okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
Mark, come see us again, man.
do.
All right. We'll have those extra hot pig ears waiting on you.
Okay.
Okay,
All
brother.
right.
We'll see you.
Come on, you.
I'm still hungry.
Look, you've had enough to eat. It's time to get our history on. Pam Jr.
Hey!
Hello, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
I told Merck that he needs to get educated and that you were the right person to educate us. So do you mind giving us a tour?
I'm the right person, and welcome to Smith Robertson Museum and Culture Center.
Excellent, I'm
Come
excited.
on.
The Smith Robertson Museum and Cultural Center is a really special place. Opening its doors for the first time in 1894, it was the first public school built for African Americans in Jackson. Now, whenever I hear about Smith Robertson Museum, there's a name that always comes up, Richard Wright.
Exactly.
And of course, he became famous too and wrote all these wonderful books.
Yeah. Richard Wright went to school here.
Yeah.
He was valedictorian of his class, graduated in 1925.
Now filled with thought-provoking exhibits, it gives us a better understanding of the African American experience in the ever-complex Deep South.
You guys come on, I want to show you something special.
Pam Jr. is a wealth of knowledge, and we continue our educational tour learning more about one of Jackson's most heroic civil rights leaders.
Medgar Wiley Evers, the field secretary for the NAACP, because you're out there with the people. He and Merle moved to Jackson, Mississippi, where they had their office on Ferris Street, just where you guys were.
Medgar Wiley Evers was a true civil rights soldier. He tirelessly worked to overturn segregation and to secure voting rights in the black communities. His battle for social justice will live on with the new Civil Rights and Mississippi History Museums in downtown Jackson.
I'm so excited because I can announce that I am the new director.
Wow,
of
high
the
five.
Civil Rights Museum here in Mississippi.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yes, and it's going to be a wonderful homage to all the civil rights veterans who were the soldiers here in Mississippi.
Pam offers to take us to the Evers home. We can't pass up this opportunity. Pam, lead the way.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm Minnie White Watson, and of course, this is the Medgar Evers Historic House.
Now a National Historic Landmark, the Medgar Evers home is a fascinating look not only into the life of this courageous civil rights leader and his family, but it is a time capsule for the middle-class African-American life in the 1960s.
He said, I started talking about two things that I knew would make a difference in their lives, voting and education.
Tour guide Minnie Watson is a great teacher. Sharing with us the details of Medgar Evers' early life and career, Merck and I soak it up. Medgar Evers was brutally assassinated in his driveway June 12, 1963 by a white supremacist, Byron de la Beckwith. Beckwith had been hiding across the street waiting for Medgar to get home.
He fires with a 30-06 Enfield rifle, and the bullet catches Meg in his back under his right shoulder, goes through him, through the last pane of the window, through the wall. That's the bullet hole in the wall. You go into the kitchen, you're going to see where it exited. Took them 31 years to find Byron de la Beckwith guilty.
Well, I don't know, this might be odd, but do y'all mind if we pray really quickly? Standing in the Evers carport, my heart feels heavy. We join in for a prayer to pay our respects. Medgar Evers' sacrifices have directly impacted my life, and because of brave activists like him, my life is full of wonderful opportunities. I am forever grateful.
Are you nervous or are you getting nervous?
I'm very nervous. I get it from my mom. My mom is nervous like that. And so she's out there right now texting me, talking about she's nervous. Instead of telling me it's gonna be all right, baby. She's like, I'm nervous. I'm like, well, thanks, Mom. But as soon as I tell that first joke, that's usually when I completely loosen up.
You gon' be the biggest star.
I love having my natural hair, but the only thing with my hair being natural is that, you know, people think I'm some kind of black history expert. I don't know what it is. They be coming up to me asking questions I don't know the answer to. Hey, that's my time on here. We thank y'all so much.
Still, I can't wait to get something to eat. Huh? Nearby, Johnny T's Bistro and Bar is a great place to indulge and celebrate special events. The vibe is always right, and with their delicious menu and late hours, it never disappoints.
All right. Hey, you enjoying yourself?
I am.
Good. It's time to go home.
Come on, relax. We gotta have fun.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
Come on, don't you wanna dance? About to dance. Yes.
Last stop on Ferris Street, F. Jones Corner. Now this place is the real deal. Always with an eclectic crowd, good drinks, and live music. It certainly is a true Jackson gem. You don't ever have to worry about getting here too late. In fact, the later, the better. Time slips away when you're having fun, and this little blue juke joint knows exactly how to give you that. It's a blast.
I thought we were just going to chill and go to church. I thought I was going to be on the couch for the rest of the night. So let's go get some drinks.
What a cool day. Believe me, in Jackson, you really can fit it all in. From church to civil rights to comedy and live music, you'll never want to waste another Sunday on the couch again. Wow, look at what our farmers give us. And I know we have the best food in the country, from grandma cooks to fancy chefs to everything in between. In Jackson, we love to eat and tell stories. It is our deep-rooted storytelling tradition that is responsible for hundreds of well-known Mississippi writers.
I don't know, I think,
Come on, let's go see if we can't find some good food and a story to go with it.
What's up?
Hey, Sam.
Rita B, you made it.
Of course I did. You invited me.
So this is where you work.
Yeah, it's the original Mississippi Farmers Market.
Nice.
This is Terry Sullivan. He's our general manager.
Hey, Terry.
Hey, Rita.
Here in Mississippi, we can grow up to 30 different fruit and vegetable crops. Up in Farms is a unique food hub, which not only supplies our local restaurants and grocery stores with the freshest available produce, but they also assemble these really cool farm packs that you can pick up all over town. Now that's some real F2T, farm to table, baby. How would I go about getting one?
Well, you would go to our website. It's www.upinfarms.com. Click on the Farm Pack tab, and then just go from there. It's very easy to sign up.
Thanks so much,
Yeah,
Terry.
thanks, Rita.
I enjoyed it. I'll see you guys.
My good friend Mary Miller is meeting me for lunch.
Mary is one of Jackson's youngest literary stars. She's been quite busy lately with her newest book, getting plenty of rave reviews. I'm sure glad she had a second to hang out with me. Congratulations on your new book.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah, I heard you have a signing tonight.
It is. It's tonight at Lemuria. Are you going to be there?
Yes. Now, I don't know, I'm probably going to be late. I had a late night. Now, I was at F. Jones till like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
You know, they usually have a band there, and so I was partying.
How come you never invite me out for these things?
Seriously?
Yes.
Now, you know, I do not want to become a character in your book.
All right.
So I got to keep a clean profile.
Fair enough.
Where do you get the material for your books anyway?
Well, Jackson's full of characters. My parents are good material. My sister.
Are they cool with that, being your material in your book?
My dad doesn't read my books.
What?
Yeah, no. I've warned him. I told him there was way too much sex.
Oh. Well, you got here, so he had to have sex at some point, right?
Where do you get your material?
Well, I'm pretty much like you. I get my material from my family. You know, when we're at dinner, I'm constantly taking notes, waiting on somebody to do something silly so I can take it back to the stage.
All right, I see y'all enjoyed selling Mookie's.
Oh, yes, man. It was great.
Thank y'all for coming. Y'all have a great day.
All right. I'm stuffed.
You're so full. Me too.
Woo. I think we ought to walk this off.
Bellhaven?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, great.
Let's go.
Bye. I love walking past all these old houses.
Yeah, me too. They're very unique. No house is the same.
It's great that they've managed to preserve the character.
Yeah, it's not like the suburbs.
And also, the neighborhood's full of famous writers and artists.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, I'm working up a sweat.
Me too.
So how was it being a writer in residence at Ole Miss?
It was really great. Yeah, I lived out on Grisham's old property. It's 80 acres.
Who are you reading?
Right now, I'm reading a lot of Katie Simpson Smith. I just love her.
I love her too. She did a TED Talk. I heard she's in town for the weekend. You want to see?
Oh, really? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, let's go see.
Katie!
Hey, Katie.
Hey, we were just in the neighborhood. Thought we'd stop by.
Nice. I'm just eating some leftover pizza.
Hey, we're walking. Do you want to come with us?
Can I bring my pizza?
Yeah. Let's go.
Awesome. Walk and eat.
I love the fact that you can just be walking around Bellhaven and come upon Eudora Welty's house.
I've never been, actually.
You haven't?
Like
I
right
know,
around the
I know.
corner.
I'm a loser.
Oh my
I know.
gosh.
There's so much to do in Jackson.
I know.
Hey, welcome to the Eudora Welty house. Have any of you ever been here before?
Yes, many times. I trespassed in the garden once.
Uh-oh. I have to hear that story later. I'm coming to get educated. Thank you.
Well, this is Miss Welty's home, which was built in 1925. She lived here from the time she was 16 until 2001 when she passed away. In 1986, Miss Welty decided to donate her home to the Mississippi Department of Archives and History. So it's one of the most intact literary homes in the country.
How special is it to go through Miss Welty's home with my two famous writer pals? The house is just as she left it. Her books, her photographs, and even her typewriter.
This is Miss Welty's bedroom, and this part of the house would have been pretty private.
My favorite part is her garden with the camellia bushes. Some of them she and her mother planted together 80 years ago.
Y'all feel free to walk around and explore on your own.
I'm going to have to come back because I've got to go to Lemuria for my reading. All right.
Okay.
Bye, Isabel.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank
See
you
you
for the
later,
tour.
Katie.
Yes, thank you.
Bye. Hope you enjoy that.
The best bookstore in Jackson. If you come to Jackson, you won't want to miss a trip to Lemuria, one of the best independent bookstores in the country. And its venue for book signings by authors range from President Jimmy Carter to John Grisham. It is a Jackson landmark, and it's so exciting to see Mary in the spotlight.
The 8 rooms in the shelter are identical, but decorated with different lamps and bedspreads, different pictures above the beds.
I finally got the invite to a weekly potluck dinner hosted by several of Jackson's hottest chefs and entrepreneurs. Mary and Katie lucked out and were able to join me.
I know, I had to wait for my mom to finish
Jackson has
cooking,
plenty of delicious old-school restaurants to enjoy, but what excites me the most are the new chefs who are constantly widening our cultural food experiences.
No color is required. It'll set your soul on fire. Yeah, the people dancing in the streets. Ain't no telling who you just might meet.
something about food in the South. I mean, we have our own identity when it comes to food.
It bridges so many things. Like in the South, we're like, oh, somebody had something, here's some food. Or, you know, oh, we're so sad, here's some food.
I feel like it's our families that not only teach us how to cook, but it teaches us how to share the stories about food and about ourselves and our family. I feel like it's inherently like a Mississippi kind of value.
I think food can break barriers. I mean, I've had some pretty heavy political conversations over food, but then when the dessert comes out, it's like, hey, who cares?
You know, diverse group of people that you talked about being in Jackson. You know, even this table, we've got a ton of food from all over, and I love that part of it.
Two sisters from Argentina. Has it been a complete culture shock being here in Mississippi, or have you found it kind of easy?
No, at first it was a bit of a shock, but we were excited to bring something completely new and exciting. All the pastries we make are French-based, but we are from Argentina, so they have a Hispanic flair to it.
Now, you know, when people think about Mississippi, they typically think that our food is unhealthy because it's soul food and southern food, but I disagree.
I had frozen vegetables till I got to college. I grew up cooking with my grandmother. They had a farm, we had a garden in the back and grew everything fresh. I fell in love with it, and so I'm in the kitchen every day.
Every week I talk to my grandmother and she's eating pig feet.
Really?
Chitlins. You know, nothing normal. When folks visit here, they leave talking about the soul food or, you know, stuff like pig ears.
I haven't tried a pig's feet or ear, for sure. Or those eggs that you see in the gas station.
Oh, yeah, no, hey, I don't care where you are, don't eat those ever.
I heard Piggly Wiggly has a squirrel brains. I don't know if that's true yet, but that's what I've heard, and I want to try those.
Squirrel brain is really a thing.
Yeah, stick with the pig ears. All right, so this is not a food question, but I'm just wondering, where did you get your hair done? Because yours kind of looks like mine, but like I said before, young or old, we Jacksonians love to eat and to laugh and to share our stories.
Boomeranging their steak and potatoes.
Now, Mike, I've heard you. Thank you. Now I'm going to have something to snack on.
Yeah.
Going to the Pearl River in the morning for some canoeing, so wish me luck. Hope the alligators don't get me. All right, I'm going to just get a couple of these.
Are you going to get every color again?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, how about I just take all of them? Hey guys.
Morning, Rita. You're late.
What? I had to get ready.
Well, you said you never floated the Pearl. Let's get going.
First time on the river. This should be fun. Hope I don't see any alligators because I can't swim. We launched from LaFleur's Bluff State Park, located in the center of urban Jackson. My adventurous friends, Barry, Brad, and Eli, recently heard that I had never been kayaking on the Pearl River. They insisted that early morning was the best time to go, so here I am. The park hosts a variety of activities from camping to fishing to beautifully shaded nature trails. On the river, the guides point out some of Jackson's local wildlife. Of course, I'm aware there are snakes and alligators too, but come on, let's not ruin this peaceful journey we're on. We find a stunning sandbar. What a great place to take a little break and have a quick picnic. Back on the river, we cruise through 100-year-old cypress trees. How cool is this? Ah, nature. Uh-oh, what in the world is that? Oh snap, no ma'am, no gators for Rita B. I'm out. It's time to go. My friend Alyssa and her triplets are busy playing at the Mississippi Children's Museum, and since it's only a few minutes away from LaFleur's Bluff, I thought I'd join them for a little alligator-free fun.
Rita!
Alyssa, hey!
Hey!
Looks like you're having fun down there.
Just a little. Come join us.
Okay, I'm gonna try to come find you. There you are.
Hi,
Hey,
Rita.
how's it going? Where are the boys?
Awesome. They're everywhere.
Who can give me a high five? Who can give me one person? High five. Woo! Thank you. The Children's Museum is filled with interactive exhibits, from music rooms to climbing walls to a huge Scrabble board. They even have of a maze that leads you through our digestive system. Hey, you gotta learn about these things sooner than later, and the kids love it.
Woo! Oh, I'm tired.
Right next door is the Mississippi Natural Science Museum. The boys insist they show me their favorite exhibit here, the two-headed snake. I can't say I'm not impressed.
No color is required. It'll set your soul.
Yikes! More alligators!
Yeah, the people dancing in the streets.
Snow cones and a gigantic earth ball. I think I need to meet up with Alyssa and the boys more often. With the boys still full of energy, we run through nearby Riverside Park. Man, how does Alyssa do it?
Woo, you guys wore me out today. I'm telling you, I'm exhausted. I think I need to take a nap. You guys gonna take a nap with me?
No naps.
What? You make me nap by myself?
No naps.
No naps. There's more.
No naps. No naps.
Boys, if you wake her up, if you don't wake her up, then she'll miss out on tonight's event.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. What event?
We're gonna go watch movies at the museum. There's more.
What?
There's more.
Oh, there's so much to do in Jackson. Oh my gosh, I gotta get my energy up. I wanna take the rest of these if they don't want them.
You're brave. You're brave.
Nothing like a little sugar rush. Picturesque Brent's soda fountain is the perfect spot for a delicious milkshake to help keep you going. Next, we head to the Mississippi Museum of Art, a community-supported institution that has been around for more than 100 years. Tonight is the museum's after-hours event. The boys sure are excited for the movie to start. I couldn't pass up the opportunity to eat again. The food at the museum's restaurant, Preserve, is absolutely exquisite. Award-winning chef and recent Chopped champion Nick Wallace stopped by to make sure my meal was just right.
I'm a culinary advocate is what I call it, and in the museum I'm a culinary curator.
I'm so glad to see this because usually when folks think about food in Jackson, they think, oh, they just have soul food, which is a part of our culture. But would you say we have much more to offer in Jackson than soul food?
Mississippi is not all about fried chicken and greens and ham hocks. No, we got a lot more depth of our talent here.
I agree. You know, somebody like you travel a lot, you probably are tempted to go to other places. Why do you decide to stay in Jackson?
I'm a young African-American chef, and it's not many that's actually trying to put their face out there, so I'm actually trying to open up a whole gate for a lot of folks to come. So that's the reason why I mentor a lot of up-and-coming chefs now, because we definitely need to see a lot more young African-American chefs.
Is there a specific way that I'm supposed to
No,
dive
you just
in?
got to dig in.
Oh.
How's that? Good.
That's great.
This is Captain Cassianandor, Rebel Intelligence.
With the boys settled in and enjoying the movie, I grab a little well-deserved wine for sweet mama Alyssa, and myself, of course.
All right, thank you.
All righty, thank you.
You're very welcome. You can keep the change.
Thank you, appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Rita, how are you?
Always great running into my friend Julian Rankin, Director of Art and Public Events at the museum.
A lot of people out here, kids. It's a family-friendly type thing.
We open the doors to everybody. That's what it's about in Jackson.
Wow, so what else you got? You got food out here, drinks? Of course you got drinks, you see.
Totally.
Don't judge me.
We got our chef, we got local artists inside. We always showcase the community of all these events. So bands, movies, all kind of stuff. And really, like I said, it's about just opening the doors, being hospitable, and letting people come in our front yard, which is the garden.
Cheers to a perfect Jackson day. From my sunrise kayak trip to after hours at the Art Museum, I think we just about fit it all in. Good morning. Today is going to be a blast. I can't wait to explore Jackson's various art districts with you. No better way to get my energy up for the day and my heart pumping than with a salsa class at Salsa, Mississippi, and Chantel is a great instructor. I may just be a beginner, but thanks to her, I think I'm catching on. Woo, I'm hungry. Let's go get a plate lunch. I'm meeting my good friend Justin Ransburg today at the classic Jackson lunch spot, CS's. Justin is one of Jackson's talented young artists and knows the Midtown Art District very well.
So like, how do you use Jackson as a place to kind of cultivate your creativity?
A good portion of it is the people here. Yeah, because everyone's friendly, open, and when they see that you're passionate about what you're doing, they help you find other opportunities to do what you love to do.
Yeah, could you draw me?
Yeah, of course.
Could you? I see you kind of do a little something on the napkin. Is that what artists do? You just create constantly?
Yeah, you gotta let the ideas come to you.
Okay. Look, this is perfect. That look like me. Hello.
Thank you.
Oh, this looks delicious. So one of the reasons I dragged you out here is because I'm looking for my own studio space.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's time for me to kind of start working with other artists. So.
Well, cool. There are some cool spaces here in Midtown, and they're within walking distance.
Really?
Yeah.
You got some time to show me around?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. Do you think you have enough room for dessert?
Oh yeah, always room for dessert.
The first spot on our Midtown tour is a really fresh store and art gallery called Offbeat.
Hey, Philip. Yo, what up, what up? I want to introduce you to my friend Rita.
Offbeat is filled with fun novelty items, comic books, and my favorite, vinyl records.
Yeah, we got 730 from Jackson.
I've heard of him. He's dope.
And Gensu Dean, who used to be with Crooked Letters with David Banner.
Oh.
And Pell from by way of Mississippi State.
It also has locally produced hats and t-shirts. You sure can't leave here empty-handed.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
All right, Phil. I'll see y'all.
Our next stop and gallery is a really unique space. Filled with one-of-a-kind exhibits, it always inspires.
One of our missions is to do more outside art so that Jackson artists can feed off that energy.
Now we're off to Pearl River Glass Studio.
Let me give you the tour.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Founder Andy Young gives us a tour of his facility, which provides state-of-the-art stained glass to clients across the country.
Oh, Andy, what's going on here?
This is the leaded glass process. The lead holds the different pieces together. This is an example of the kiln-fired glass right here, and this is going to be a pendant light.
With Andy's highly acclaimed studio now over 40 years old, Pearl River Glass is one of the pioneers in stained glass innovation, and a Jackson institution we are definitely proud to have.
Man, this is crazy. I had no idea Midtown had all this stuff. Like, I'm blown away.
Yeah, you haven't even seen like one of the best things about Midtown yet.
What you mean?
This. It's my mural.
This is super cool. Man, we gotta get a selfie. All right, that's enough pictures, man. I'm thirsty.
All right, cool. Well, let's go into Lucky Town and get some beer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it happy hour?
Always.
Oh, let's go then.
Lucky Town Brewery is the crown jewel of Midtown. These guys have been working hard to create the perfect mixture of their delicious hops. Sold nationwide, they'll soon be expanding their space to include a pub and tasting room.
Thank you for the tour. It was great.
Of course.
Let's give Ruben a hand, guys.
Cheers, y'all. Come and visit us again.
Man, I had so much fun today. Thank you for showing me around Midtown.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, just got a call. Hey, man, I'm about to head to Fondra.
Okay,
yep.
cool.
Up top.
All right.
All right, catch you later, man.
Take it easy.
I continue my search for studio space in Jackson's most thriving and creative neighborhood, Fondren.
Oh, wow, look at this. I love boobs.
That's a baby shower shirt right there.
Yeah, I think I'll get it for my nephew. Now I need to find a shirt. Everybody versus Jackson. I love it.
You know what? We'll win in the end.
Yes, we will. I think I'll get it. Hey, Drew, what's going on, man?
Hey, how are you?
Great. Looking for Cheney.
He's down in the Wonder Lab.
Okay, that's right around the corner, right?
That's right.
All right.
There you go. You're all set?
Thank you. Have a great night,
yeah,
man.
You too.
Cheney, you in here?
I'm in the back.
I'm coming. Wow, I love the space. Look at that.
Hey, I'm back here.
Hey! Cheney, what's going on, man? I love the new space.
You're making a little mad science. That's all it is to it.
So what's the name of this? The Wonder Lab,
So this
right?
is the Wonder Lab. Yeah, we did this a couple years ago. Just to have a place where everybody can come and get your mind out of the cubicle, wonder about your creative, and actually come here and do it.
Yeah. So what kind of artists do you have in here? Is it just you, or do you have other people?
Basically, it's artists all over the place. If it's creative and it's right-brained, that's what we want in here. And some people rent for a little while, some people rent longer. And that's the cool thing. It's just constant transition of people moving on to bigger and better things.
Well, I'm actually looking for a space. I'm a comedian, so is this a space for me too? I'm a creative.
Actually, it could work. We got music behind us, and we never had a comedian before, so it would make sense because we've never had it before.
Right, and so you're not going to charge me, right?
I wouldn't charge you. Maybe I should pay you if you're good enough. For
Oh
that,
yes,
so.
well, I've heard some music. I'm just going to check it out and see what's going on.
Well, thanks for coming to see us today.
Absolutely, good to see you, man.
Cool. Well, have a good night.
Awesome. I love it anytime I can catch my friend Patrick Harkins' School of Rock type music school. So what made you open up shop in Jackson?
In Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh, I picked Jackson because I grew up here, but I've been all over, and I came back and decided that Jackson was the spot that had the vibe I was looking for. The people here are artistic, and they have the soul, and they have the spirit. The people that work here and that shop here and live here, that's the kind of people I want to be around. So I opened up here 10 years ago. That's right. No, you got it. You got it. Do it like that.
Now what I really want to know is how do you teach kids to play the blues? Because they're young, they haven't been through a lot, so how do they know how to play the blues?
Here's the key. Let them listen to the blues. And they're like, what is that? So we show them a couple licks, a couple riffs, and they're hooked from there.
Yeah, well, Mississippi is full of the blues. I gotta ask, who's your favorite Mississippi artist?
One of my favorite people, and I'm glad to know him as a friend, is Mr. Bobby Rush.
Oh yes,
yeah,
Grammy Award-winning Bobby Rush.
Grammy Award-winning Bobby Rush. He's one of my all-time favorites. I've been watching him since I was about, 13 years old. My parents would sneak me in to see him play. I'll show you how to play a Bobby Rush
Okay,
song.
I'll try. What you got?
All right, you ready?
Let me get my fingers right.
Yeah, and then lay your finger down on all those on the fret and just hit all those strings.
Oh, here we go.
You got it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Bobby Rush.
Man, what a day. We really packed it in. Time for me to hit the streets and hang out with my friends. Jackson really is the city with soul. It's filled with talented, high-energy people and plenty of cool places to work and live. Also, there's always a good opportunity to use my salsa skills. Chantel would be proud. Nothing says community and family like a good old crawfish boil. And today we're doing just that at one of my favorite Jackson spots, the Crawdad Hole. Crawfish boils are a Southern tradition that runs deep. A casual affair that's fun for the whole family. It's a great way to catch up with old friends, drink some cold beers, and get your hands dirty as you seek out that perfect crawfish tail. Pinch the tails and suck the heads. Yep, that is a real thing. Delicious. And by now, you know we're not going to have a gathering in Jackson without some fantastic live music. My friends Tania and Ben's band, Heart Society, are super talented, and I love every time they invite me to join.
I'm gonna rest on a bed of roses. If the devil comes, come my morning.
Man, can she sing or what? No stopping on the dance floor here, and how could you when Jackson's own Southern Comfort Brass Band is bringing the heat? These guys are the real deal and a staple at many of Jackson's year-round events. They certainly don't just let you sit around and watch. With them, it's nearly impossible to not get up and join in on the fun. No matter what age you are or the level of your dance skills, believe me, they draw you in. Good times. I asked a few friends at the Crawfish Boil what they loved most about Jackson. Here are just a few of their fun answers.
Hey, what's up? My name is Kevin, and I actually don't live in Jackson, but I love it because of the people here. I actually drove my motorcycle across the country last fall and stopped here. I had some motorcycle problems actually, and a shop downtown helped turn around my bike in 24 hours. I just met so many people here just by hanging out, so I think it's great.
Hi, my name is Miranda J, and my favorite thing about living in Jackson is it's absolutely the art and music culture.
I'm Mimi, and this is my husband, Paul Spire. Jackson is a great place to live, a great place to work, great place to raise a family, and we love it.
My name is Liz, and I am a native Mississippian. I love to live in Jackson because it's really, really fun. It's a place where you never have to grow old.
Hi, my name is Jemiah Mez, and my favorite thing about living in Jackson is food, shopping, and tailgating at Jackson State games.
Hi, my name is Charity Faith. My favorite thing about living in Jackson is the hospitality.
Hi, my name is Annie, and my favorite thing about Jackson is Blue Monday and Howlin' Mouse.
Hello, my name is Mary Margaret White, and this is Wheezy. And our favorite thing about living in Jackson is just the diversity. It's a really funky, awesome place, and in Mississippi we need more diversity, we need more interaction. We love it here.
Hey, my name's Mary Miller, and my favorite thing about living in Jackson, Mississippi is that it's my home. And I love just being in a city with so much culture and music and literature.
Hi, my name is Angela Weathersby, and I am Rita B's mom. What I most like about Jackson is the music. I love the sincerity of the people here.
My name is Rick Cleveland, and my favorite thing about Jackson is I can't limit it to one thing, but I love my neighborhood, which is Fondren. Otherwise, I love the food in Jackson. I love the Mayflower, I love Howlin' Mouse, I love CS's, I love the music in Jackson, I love the people in Jackson, I love the diversity of Jackson. I just love Jackson.
Hi, I'm David, and my favorite thing about Jackson is a cold Guinness at Finian's Pub. It's very specific.
My name is Cleta Ellington, and my favorite thing about living in Jackson is I've lived here long enough to know a lot of the people and a lot of the stories and the buildings, but what I've really lived here long enough to see is young people coming home and making a difference. For example, one of my students was just elected mayor of Jackson, Chokwe Lumumba. I taught Chokwe and his wife, and I'm so hopeful about our town.
I actually stopped by City Hall earlier today to speak with our exciting new mayor, and we had a good conversation about his future plans for the city of Jackson.
So I graduated from Jackson State University, and then I stayed here. What do you think makes Jackson a destination place for kids who just graduated college, whether they're considering moving to Jackson or considering not moving out of Jackson?
The city of Jackson actually is a college town, and we don't think of it as such, but we have 40,000 college students. And so we want to be a city that, provides career pathways to young people, that they can embrace their talents and abilities early on, and there be a relationship between our institutions and our schools, and also making our city into a classroom. You're talking about a city that has such rich history, and we want them to embrace that history and become a part of it.
So when you host people here in Jackson, when folks are visiting, what are some things that they say that they appreciate about the city that may surprise you?
Well, I think that the greatest resource are the citizens of Jackson. Mm-hmm. No place, exhibits the level of hospitality, and you don't meet the same people in other cities that you meet in Jackson. We are a city with soul because we have so much flair, because we have so much talent, but because we're willing to evolve with time, and we're willing to inspire something that is greater than just within this space.
Jackson is a city with soul, a soulful community not only full of life and flair, but a soulful community that is forever changing and evolving and searching for that beat, for that taste, for that answer of a better, sweeter life. And we would love for you to come join our family. Or at the very least, come on down for a visit, y'all. Your soul will thank you. I guarantee it.